I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 467. Yogi Ramaya. All actions take place owing to Shakti. How far does Shakti go? Can she affect anything without one's own effort? Maharshi. The answer to the question depends on what Purusha is understood to be. Is he the ego or the self? Questioner. Purusha is Swarupa, Maharshi, but he cannot make any pratatna effort. Questioner. Jiva is the one who makes prayatna, Maharshi. So long as egoity lasts, prayatna is necessary. When egoity ceases to be, actions become spontaneous. The ego acts in the presence of the self. He cannot exist without the self. The self makes the universe what it is by his Shakti, and yet he does not himself act. Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am not the doer, yet actions go on. It is clear from the Mahabharata that very wonderful actions were affected by him, yet he says that he is not the doer. It is like the sun and the world actions. Questioner. He is without abhimana, attachment, whereas the jiva is with abhimana. Maharshi. Yes, being attached, he acts and also reaps the fruits. If the fruits are according to his desire, he's happy. Otherwise, he is miserable. Happiness and misery are due to his attachments. If actions were to take place without attachment, there would be no expectation of fruit. In this dialogue, Yogi Ramaya and Sri Ramana Maharshi explore the nature of action, effort, and the relationship between the ego and the self. Yogi Ramaya begins by asking about the role of Shakti, or divine energy, in actions. He wonders how far this energy extends and whether it can achieve anything without individual effort. Ramana responds, saying that the answer depends on how one understands the term Purusha, universal spirit. It can refer to either the ego or the self. When the questioner clarifies that Purusha refers to Sarupa, the true nature or essence of a person, Ramana explains that in this state there is no effort because the self is beyond action. Effort, prayatna, is a characteristic of the jiva, the individual soul bound by ego. So long as the ego exists, effort is necessary. When the ego dissolves, actions happen spontaneously without the sense of personal doership. Ramana illustrates this point by referring to the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna states, "I am not the doer," and yet actions go on. This highlights the paradoxical nature of the self. It is the source of all activity through its Shakti, its divine energy, yet the self remains untouched by the actions. The self is like the sun, which illuminates the world, but does not itself engage in the world's activities. The ego, on the other hand, is attached to its actions and their outcomes, leading to karma and the experience of happiness or misery based on whether the results align with its desires. The questioner notes that the self acts without attachment, while the jiva acts with attachment. Ramana agrees and explains that attachment is the cause for both action, karma, and the subsequent experience of happiness or suffering. If one could act without attachment, there would be no karma, no expectation of results, and thus no suffering. Ramana Maharshi teaches that the true self is beyond action and effort. Actions performed with the sense of ego lead to the cycle of pleasure and pain, while actions performed without attachment, when the ego is transcended, are free from this cycle. The key lies in recognizing that the self is the silent witness, untouched by the activities of the ego. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment